How many of you have procrastinated an assignment and stayed up all night trying to finish it? I'm sure you didn't feel the most energetic the next day. Many teens do not get enough sleep, and while this may not seem important to you, it can be affecting your productivity and academic success. I try to maintain a sleep schedule myself because I know I'll feel the best the next day, and that is what interests me in further researching this topic. Maintaining a sleep schedule is important because it can affect your productivity and academic success. First, we'll discuss why college students have an irregular sleep schedule and the problems with it. And then we'll take a step forward so that you can create your own sleep schedule. Let's first clarify what a normal sleep pattern is and what a normal sleep pattern among teenagers looks like. Many college students have an irregular sleep schedule and do not get the recommended amount of sleep. Max Hershkowitz, PhD holder in the Department of Medicine, explained in his 2015 article from Science Direct that adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. If you look in my PowerPoint, in this chart from his article, he clarifies that young adults ages 18 to 25 should get recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. They can get 6 to 11, but it's recommended that they get no less than 6 or no more than 11 hours of sleep for optimal performance. He says that many don't get enough sleep though because they are busy doing things like studying or reading for school. Henry Jeremy Lawson from the Department of Community Health, College of Health Sciences, explains in his 2019 article from the Sleep Disorders Journal that college students have more stress than the average population because of their schoolwork and academic stress. This is important because a simple change of your sleep schedule may ease your everyday activities. Yu-Jin Lee, doctorate in psychology, and fellow scholars explain in their 2015 article from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine that behaviorally induced insufficient sleep syndrome, also known as BIS, can affect your academic performance. They concluded that those that suffered from BIS had higher levels of depression and impulsiveness and lower academic performance on average. They also overslept more on the weekends. If you look again in my PowerPoint, this one is a little difficult to see, but those that suffer from BIS on average sleep 5 hours and 20 minutes a night according to their study. Those without BIS slept on an average of 6 hours and 27 minutes, so those without BIS slept longer. On the other hand, on the weekends, those with BIS overslept, as said in the study, longer, on an average of 9 hours and 45 minutes, while those without only slept for 7 hours and 39 minutes. Like I said, those with BIS overslept more on the weekends than those compared to without BIS, proving that those with BIS have more irregular sleep patterns than those without BIS. An irregular sleep schedule can also affect your productivity in your everyday job. Yunan Park, PhD holder and RN, explains in her 2018 article from the Journal of Nursing Management that nurses who work the night shift typically have irregular sleep patterns, which can affect their productivity. They found that nurses who slept during the day had higher levels of cortisol. Because day sleeping isn't natural, we're used to sleeping at night, circadian rhythms were at higher risks of being disturbed. This has been associated with physical and mental problems. As you have learned, irregular sleeping patterns is a serious problem and has serious consequences. But don't fear, I have a solution. We need to routine to maximize our productivity and academic success throughout the day. I suggest that everyone sets a sleep schedule. This is going to be different for everyone. Maybe you have no phone after 9 p.m. Maybe you set an alarm. Whatever is realistic and maintainable for you is what's going to work best. June J. Pilcher, doctor in biopsychology, explains in her 2020 article from Frontiers in Psychology that an irregular sleep schedule can result in decreased attention, alertness, reaction time, auditory and visual perception, and emotional processing. This reinforces how a normal sleep schedule can benefit your productivity and overall well-being. They found that those that were sleep deprived were almost 2 times as likely to fall asleep while at work and were more likely to injure themselves at home. I urge everyone to change at least one aspect of your sleep schedule. Any small change that allows you to sleep better will help. For me, that means going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at about 6 a.m. For me, this works because I'm a morning person and I like to get stuff done early. Karskadon, doctorate in neuro and biobehavioral sciences, provides us with some tips that can help us achieve our sleep goals in her 2016 article from the National Center for Biotechnology Information. Maybe this means avoiding bright lights at night, aka your phone. Or maybe that means no caffeine later in the day for you. She also suggests no napping after 4 o'clock p.m. and using your sleep schedules on weekends too, so that you can get used to your sleep schedule and use it all the time. Now you know the risks of an irregular sleep schedule. We've discussed why teens don't sleep enough, the importance of sleeping, and how you can set a sleep schedule for yourself. This reinforces the idea that a normal sleep schedule is important in being academically successful and productive throughout your day. Before you procrastinate, think about the consequences. When your professors say that you're only hurting yourself by procrastinating, they're not lying. Take a few minutes to plan a sleep schedule, stick to it, and crush your goals. Thank you.